Hello everyone! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and we do this live almost every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is just a virtual stitching gathering. I'm working on something. Most everybody else in the chat is also working on something, which doesn't always have to be crochet. We have knitters here, we have weavers here, we have spinners here. We all just love the yarny squish stuff, okay? So we just like to hang out with each other, and that's what this is about. If this is your first time ever participating in a YouTube Live, please remember that you must be logged into your YouTube channel to participate in the live chat if you are in fact here while we are live. If you're watching the replay, then that will not pertain to you. But everybody needs to make sure that they check the drop-down box and select live chat instead of top chat. If you have it, it defaults over to top chat, and if it's on top chat, it's going to filter out some of the comments, and I may respond to somebody, and then you'll be lost in the sauce, and that will not be a good thing. We don't want that to happen to you. I apologize. My eye is twitching, and I don't know why. My eyelid, to be specific, is twitching, and I don't know why. It's been doing that since yesterday, and I don't like it. So, hello. If you're new, welcome. Little disclaimer is we have the Three Musketeers here. One of them has been MIA for quite some time, but just in the event, if you say something and a pun can be made out of it, one of those three is going to grab it, okay? That's Freaky, Sue, and Anthony, okay? They're harmless, they're locals, I promise. It's just who they are, and we love them for who they are, so don't be offended. Don't be offended. Hello, everybody coming in. There seems to be a lot less thumbs than watchers. Oh, guys, looking at the numbers, yes, that's true. You guys make sure you hit that thumbs up button. What that does is that makes everybody else, or that lets the algorithm know that you like what's going on here, and whenever you hit a thumbs up, it's going to be more likely to recommend the video to other people who are in the yarny world, especially since it's live. So, thanks. Let me switch this over. Remember last week I was talking about starting something for my daughter's coffee table, and that is what I am doing. And I personally, this is backwards, this is the bottom. I personally am loving how it's coming out, and I found it it's actually a placemat, but I found it in the newest issue of Crochet World magazine. That's right there, Crochet World magazine, and it is called the Garden Pavers placemat. It's actually supposed to be done in number 10 cotton thread, but I'm doing it in Eco Cotton, and I think that it's going to come out the perfect size for her square coffee table. She just got a new living room suit, and it's in a darker gray than this, probably okay, I'm going to say that it's in between Anvil, which is what I'm using, and Cobblestone. But I didn't want it to be the exact color of her couch. I wanted to have something that was similar, but then would also work, you know, with what she's starting, because that's her journey. You know, they're young. The kids are young, so they're starting their decor journey, and I have something to go for her kitchen, and I was working on something else, and then this hit me. So I'm working on this, and then I also wanted to show you Amy, my cousin. Hello, Josh! Welcome! So Amy, my cousin, everybody knows, the yarn minion, my cousin, sent me a message over the weekend, and she said, hey, you should make this to hang in your studio. And I said, that would be really good in grays for the living room that I'm making this for. So this was the June 2021, which was last, wait, is this 20? Yes. This was the last issue that came out before this one. And in the back, let me find it. I love that they do this in the back. She actually sent it to me for this table runner. She's going to be making this table runner for her living room. Oh, Josh said I gotta go. Oh, Josh's little one is graduating 5th grade. Yay! Yay, congratulations, little one. So my cousin is going to be making this table runner. I'll show you a bigger picture in just a minute once we get finished talking about this. But she actually sent me this wall hanging, which is on page 18. Pause for dramatic effect whilst I find the big image of it. There it is, and basically it's just a stitch sampler for a wall hanging. So I thought, how cool. I could do this because we have anvil, we have mist, we have cobblestone, and we have charcoal. So I could use all 4 of those colors and just bounce back and forth between the colors. And it's got some really great, it has, I see some puffs there, and there's some lattice work here with just chains, etc. And then there's more puffs, and then there looks like half doubles, and then there is some cables here, then more puffs, then more half doubles, puffs, chains, lattice work, half doubles, puffs. But listen, it works. And maybe if I start working on this and I don't like how it's turning out, maybe I could do my own version, you know, something like this. You know, I don't know. But anywho, let me flip back here and find out what page that was in. 22 is the page that was on. Let me find it. 20. Oh, it was the very next page. So this is the table runner that Amy is going to make for her dining room table. I'm hoping that she's talking about another table in her house, because believe me, it has dawned on me so many times to make a table runner for my cousin, because my cousin is one of those, both of them, Valerie and Amy both, and my Aunt Jean Ann, they get it from my Aunt Jean Ann. As the seasons change, so does the decor in their house. They are those people. And Amy, and I think Valerie too, listen, all of them, everything about their dining room tables changes, which would be no big deal. But listen, Amy's dining room table seats 8. It's long, it's massive. Her dining room table is massive. I feel like it would take ages to make a runner for her dining room table. I love her, but I feel like it would take forever. So I'm hoping that she's talking about like one of the side tables that she has. She has a couch table behind her couch up against the wall, like a buffet table. I'm hoping that she's talking about that, because man, that's a lot of double crochets. It's a lot of double crochets to go all the way down there. It would take forever. Listen, Kim said I ain't got time to redecorate for every season. They don't either. They do not either. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. And I thought that there was something else that I wanted to show. This was last. Maybe it's in this one. Maybe it's in this one. Oh yes, there's another table runner that's in this latest issue. What is that? 22, page 22, 20, 22. Look, you guys. Isn't that pretty? I thought that it was just gorgeous. It looks like it's got little butterflies in there, but it's actually called the Desert Star Runner by Kenneth Cormier. It's so pretty. So pretty. I think that I might want to try doing that too. And I thought that there was something from Bonnie in this one. Oh, there is. 36. 30, wait, there we go, because y'all know that I love me some Bonnie. The Celtic Cables throw is in here. And there's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is there 9 different sections to that sucker? It's so stinking pretty, y'all. It is so pretty, and that's called the Celtic Cables Afghan by Bonnie Barker of Bonnie Bay Crochet. And if I'm not mistaken, I really think that she has videos for that blanket on her YouTube channel. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that she does. I'm almost positive that she does. Where did I put my hook? Flip this around. Hello, Gabby. Welcome. Welcome. There it is. For those of you who are curious, if you actually have, if you got this month's issue of Crochet World and you decide that you want to do the same thing that I'm doing, I am using Anvil Nurturing Fibers Cotton for this because I want her to be able to, you know, set a hot cup of coffee down on it, or maybe, you know, like a bowl full of soup or something like that, and not have to worry about it melting. That probably wouldn't be hot enough to melt, say, bamboo, but I also wanted it to be easy care for her to just wash and lay out flat to dry. Not that bamboo's harder. Anywho, I just wanted to use cotton for it. And I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook. Now, the pattern calls for 12 rows of the repeat. This is 2 rows, and the pattern calls for 12. So I have gotten a full 2 rows, and there's a tiny little bit left. So I'm thinking that I'm going to need probably 6 balls to make the base of it, and maybe 2 balls to go around the outside of it. I don't know. But these little doohickeys right here going around, which I want. I want the doohickeys because I think that they give it character. I want these, and I don't know how much it's going to take. So I'm just going to tell you that I don't think that it will take 2 balls, but just in case one isn't enough, I'm going to say that you're probably going to need 8 balls of cotton if you want to do this. If you have a square coffee table and you need some zhuzhing up, I think this is going to be great. Ruth has the video saved. That's a pretty blanket. It's a really, really pretty blanket. What was the large ad in that magazine? Learn Tunisian crochet in the round. Was it? Did they? Where did you see that? Stash busting. This is her book. You guys, John, thank you. I was so focused on showing you guys this. Y'all look, Sandy Walker is one of us. If you're not in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, that's probably why you don't know about it. But Sandy has been with me from the beginning, okay? She was the first person, no, the second person, because I met Yvette first. She is the second person that I have ever met in person from my YouTube channel. Me and Amy got to conference, and we went up and we settled in our hotel room. We were waiting for Jennifer to come, and Sandy had already been there a full day prior, and she met us down in the lounge area, and we had lunch because Amy and I were both starving. And yeah, she was my second person. She was the second one of you guys that I ever met in person, and I just love her to pieces. But she does Tunisian crochet, which is something that I don't do and I don't understand, and my head can't wrap around it, which is horrible because, hello, I know Sandy, and I could just sit down with her at one of these conferences and I'm sure that I could pick it up, but then you guys would lose me to everything else. I'm so happy for her. Look, guys. Aww. Which magazine is that in, and what month, please? This right here, this is Sandy's pattern book that came out. You can go to Annie's and you can buy it from Annie's. You can use the product code 871807, and it normally retails for $14.99, but you can get it for $9.99. And that is Sandy's pattern book. This book is the last one, the June 2021, and this is the one that I was showing the table runner and the wall hanging in. This pattern that I'm working on is from the one that just arrived in the mail. It's the August 2021, and that has this table runner in it and this placemat that I am turning into a, it's not really a tablecloth, but it's not really a placemat either, and it's not a runner. I don't know, something for my kid's square coffee table. That's what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, y'all remember how I told you last week that blueberry was my least favorite fruit? This blueberry black currant blows all of the other ones out of the water. I am having to keep myself from drinking it every day. Oh, it is glorious. Thank you, Morgan, for sending it to me, because it's great. Crochet World is a fabulous, and it's not very expensive. Seriously, it is not an expensive subscription at all. And look, you get, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 patterns in that one. Are you going to make all of them? Absolutely not. Are you going to find inspiration? Probably. That one was 19 patterns. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 patterns in the one that just came out. Bonus, when you subscribe to Crochet World, you can go online and you can access all of the patterns that has always been put out. Little tidbit, you can go into the database and you can search for patterns and you have access to them all. Just throwing that out there. I'm loving the fact that you keep changing your favorite tea. Yeah, it happens. I almost had to come back and say something about it, but I figured people were probably sick of me talking about tea because it's all that I've been talking about here lately. I picked up a couple Crochet Worlds off the rack. I should just subscribe. It's so much cheaper. It's so much cheaper. Wait. Show the, oh. Gosh, she was yelling at me and I didn't even see. Show the Bonnie blanket again. Hold on, I gotta find it. Which book was it in? Nope, it's in the new one. Hang on. Where is it? 36. 36. Here we go. That is Bonnie's blanket. It's so pretty. It's so stinking pretty. It's done in number 4 medium weight yarn. It's called the Celtic Cables Afghan. She used Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca medium worsted weight acrylic / alpaca yarn. She used 8 skeins of that in a size J or a 6mm and a K or a 6.5mm crochet hooks, and then a yarn needle. So there you go. There you go. Is that better? That's Bonnie's pattern in this issue of Crochet World. It's so pretty. That's a hungry blanket. Could be worse. I'm trying to work out if it's a new pattern or if it's the same one that Kathy Breyer did. I think, hold on. Let me, thank you for sending me the reminder. I can get that magazine here, so I would have to get the online version. Does anyone have experience with that? Yeah, you can flip through, you can look at it, you have access to all of the database like everybody else does. All of that good stuff. Hold on, I'm going to YouTube on my app. Stop. Let me see. Celtic Cables Through. Celtic Cable Throw, she actually posted the video for it 1 week ago. So that was actually when I got this in the mail. So she was waiting for distribution to go out. So it is not the one that Kathy did. Oh, well, there's Kathy right there. Kathy can tell you. Kathy, type quicker. Bonnie does a lot of Celtic Cable stuff. She's very well known for the cables. So here we are, a half hour into the live, and I'm just starting to crochet. So sorry guys, it's okay. It's okay. I had exciting stuff to talk about, and then there were squirrels, and we had to follow the squirrels. Because it must happen sometimes. With all the show and tell, you're not going to do any work yourself. I know. I know. It happens that way sometimes. It really does. But this pattern is super easy to work. The beginning of it is a little bit weird. 1, 2, 3. But I guess it's kind of genius because she tells you to chain too many, which will mess you up. It actually messed me up because this is the second time that I did it. I did 1 full repeat of it with some spare cotton yarn that I had, because I wanted to see what the size of it was to see if it was going to be big enough or if I needed to add repeats into it. So whenever I know that I have to adjust something, unlike Kim, I work through the pattern first and then I make my adjustments after. Kim just dives feet first into the situation, and what happens, happens. But this woman is actually kind of genius, the designer of this pattern, because she tells you to chain too many, because you have to start out chaining 150. And the reason that she does that is because if you mess up with your counts, which happens to all of us, there are none of us that are going to get away from that. you end up, you know, with not enough. But you can always take this and you can undo this slip knot and you can pull it out back to right there and then weave your ends in. So it's always better to chain too many than not enough. So it's actually kind of genius that she builds that into it, and she kind of tells you that she does, but the instructions really don't say that specifically. They don't tell you, hey, your starting chain is going to be way too long, but this is the reason why. It just tells you that if you chain too many, then you can unpick the end. Didn't tell you that she built it into the numbers, but that's a little warning for you guys, because it's there. If I ever figure out amigurumi, I'm going to make you a squirrel. Are you? It happens. Squirreling happens. It just does. Where did the end go? Come here. Squirrels happen. That's okay. Some of you guys who are in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group may have noticed that all of the events went up for the CGOA conference coming up in July. So if you haven't noticed those, I don't know how you haven't noticed those. You should check them out because they have all of the time so you can do all of your proper planning, all of that good stuff. They're all there. There we go. I like to cuss the designer out for not working out what I may need to do to their pattern so I don't have to do the mass myself. Yeah. You know, the other thing you can do is use a different ball for the starting chain, and then if you don't have enough, you can add more chains. That's true too. That's very true. Please tell me. Yay. Okay. Yay. Do we have any folks in here that are planner happy? Do we have any folks that do planners? My phone had a stroke the other day with all of the notifications. Sorry, but I needed to get it done. It was on my to-do list. It needed to be done. I needed to check it off of my to-do list. So I live my life by a planner, right? My planner lives in my purse. It goes everywhere with me because it's important. Because I need it. Most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing that day if I don't look at my planner, and I will never remember anything, right? So we have a new lady at work, and I got homework from our John's a Bullet journal. Okay, so you're going to understand what I'm talking about. I didn't know that there was, does it work to do foundation stitches to continue the chain, or is it noticeable? I think it would be noticeable because foundation stitches are so much more bouncier. Isn't that what Terry is for? Yes. But I still need it because I am the type of person that I am more apt to do it, and if I physically write it down, right? So anywho, back to story time. We got this nude lady at work, right? And I got homework last Tuesday from our business coach with Good Loops, and I was doing my homework one evening while I was at work. So I was sitting there with my planner in the very back of my planner because it had just these ruled blank pieces of paper back there. So I figured, you know, why not use them to do my homework, right? And she come walking by and she goes, oh, are you a planner person? And I said, yes I am. And she goes, oh, want to see mine? Well, yeah, I do, of course. It was the worst thing I could have done to myself, you guys. The absolute worst thing I could have done to myself. She's not a sticker person, okay? She is a bullet journal person. And she bought this book off of Amazon that instead of having just blank or ruled pages, has all of these little dots, right? Her book is 175 pages, and she has everything in it. And each year there is a theme, and this year's theme is mountains. And each month she has drawn mountain landscapes on the thing, and she has all of her finances and all 8 of her vehicles, their oil change dates, if they needed filters, yada yada yada. They own a ranch, so all of the horses, all of the cattle, all of the dogs, when all of their shots happened, whenever they had to call the vet, when they got shooed, like everything is in there. The books that she's read this year, the audiobooks that she's listened to this year, everything is in there, okay? And I went, suddenly, I was not good enough. Suddenly, I was not good enough. And some people get autistic with bullet journals. I don't draw. Listen, I was so inadequate. My feelings of inadequacy, it was overwhelming, okay? So then I realized that my planner could be doing so much more for me, right? But I don't have time I asked her, I said, how long did it take you to make this thing? She said, probably, realistically, about 30 hours took me to make it. She said, I'd work on it for a little bit and then put it down for a couple weeks and then work on it for a little bit more, and she's already started working on the one for next year. I ain't got that kind of time. Nor do I have that type of artistic skill, okay? Like Kim can tell you, Ida can tell you, Dee can probably tell you, they've seen my drawings, okay? No, I can't draw a straight line. I can't, okay? So I went, listen, clearly my planner my planner skills are not up to par. And it's not doing everything that it could be doing for me. So I need to do something about it, but I would really like to have this. But I also don't want to pay her to do it because that's 30 hours and that's really expensive. Because I don't want to juice somebody out of their stuff, right? So I went, okay, there has to be something out there that is modular, that I can buy, that can just work for me, right? So then I found Happy Planner, okay? And then I found this rabbit hole on Instagram and YouTube for Happy Planner. And I had to go to Hobby Lobby, which is the only craft store that we have in the town that I live in. And I looked because I wanted to see what was on sale, because every week there's a different department that's on sale for 40% off. And I needed a big bulletin board, cork board. I needed a really big one. So it just so happened that last week that department was on sale. Can't draw a straight line with a ruler, that's me. So I was going to the Hobby Lobby before an appointment on Thursday. So I go into the Hobby Lobby. I'm looking around because I don't actually go in there very often. I think I've been in there maybe 10 times the entire 5 years that I've lived here. And I'm walking around trying to find the bulletin board section. And I come around a corner, and what is in front of me but Happy Planner stuff? I'm like, okay, if this isn't a sign, I don't know what is, right? So I'm looking at all of this stuff and I'm like, okay, so they've got this pack and that's what I wanted, to add to the normal stuff that comes with the planners that will help me, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I'm not really a sticker person. I'm more of a functional person, but I'll just grab one sticker book just to zhuzh, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. And then I notice right there in front of me, paper products, the Paper Studio is 50% off. All right, fine. Bought the things for a happy planner, right, to start in July. Then I dive even deeper into the rabbit hole on the YouTube and Instagram and all of that. And I have decided, you guys, that there are two different types of people, okay? There are the people that need planners for the functionality, to actually plan things out so they don't forget their appointments, and so they do not forget important things that they need to do, schedules, etc., etc. And then there's the people that are really scrapbookers that want to seem like they're being productive. That's the way I feel about the situation. Because honestly, I don't know how some of those people don't even use those suckers for planners. They can't, because they leave themselves no room to write for all of the stickers that they put on their spreads. Honestly, I'm not that person, y'all. Not that person. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the stuff. I can just see where this is going to go. I'll sit there and she's going to stare. It'll sit there and she's going to stare at it. That's not true. I use my planner all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do use my planner all the time. All the time. Like literally all the time. Exactly. If you join any of the bullet journaling groups on Facebook, they're all scrapbookers and denial. Exactly. I'm like, yeah. Hello, Joe. You need to do you. Yeah. I mean, hey, if that's what makes them happy, if any of you guys are one of those people, more power to you. I'm just saying, I got things to do. I was watching this one person, bless her heart, she was decorating out her spread, and she's like, okay, so I have one little thing to do on Tuesday, so I'm going to leave this little quarter of a box open, but I'm going to put stickers all over this stuff here and everywhere else. Like, she had one thing to do that week. One thing. And I'm just like, where's the busy folks? Because those are the YouTubers that I need to watch. Where's the busy folks with 4 jobs? Goodbye, Morgan. My eyes glaze over when I see these bullet journals. Ugh. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I called Amy because I know that Amy and her oldest daughter do planners, but they do planners from, they do life planners from, hold on, she sent me, hold on, there we go. Erin Condren, ErinCondren. And I was telling her about the sticker thing and how, like, these are not planners. These people are not planning out their life. They're not, they just like stickers. I am not this person. And she's like, girl, hush, I love me some stickers. We are not the same. And I said, oh, okay, all right. The busy folks are too busy to make planners like that, right? I should probably start using a planner again. I have so much stuff I still need to deal with from when my mom passed, and I forget half of them, right? I'm the type that doesn't use a planner and often forget. I can tell Siri to remind me to do things. You know what? Siri doesn't like me because there is something that I have to do at work every Friday when I get to work. And I've been desperately trying to force myself into making it a habit. So I instantly just do it the minute that I walk into the office on Friday. And I tried to set up reminders using my phone and it will not work. Will not work. I just use Google Calendar. I do use Google Calendar, and Jen and I use Trello for the things that we need to coordinate and we need to plan together as a team. We've used Trello for 3 years now, and that works out really well. But as I said, for me, I remember things and I am more apt to do things like doing a to-do list and all of that. I'm more apt to do things if I write them down. So that's why a planner is so important for me. My Siri is Australian and she's delightful. Mine's British. Yeah, she's British. Yeah, bullet journaling. There's some. That woman's got her whole life in that book. That whole life. Like when animals were born, when animals were mated. I mean, all the things. All the things. All the things. It just made me feel so inadequate. Like I was not up to par at all. And let me tell you, I'm never going to be up to par with all of those people that make all of those fancy spreads. It's not gonna be me. That would probably actually be a really funny YouTube channel. Is just turning the overhead camera on and watching me screw up spreads trying to make them pretty and failing. Do you think people from England use the American Siri, or does the American Siri just sound stupid? I don't know. Hey, if there's any Brits listening, do you guys use the American Siri, or do we just sound stupid? Answer in the comments below. You're all sleeping right now, but hopefully somebody will watch the replay and respond. We'll see. We'll see. I barely use a planner. I make lists in a very simple planner, and that's basically all I do. Yeah, not me. I have to keep myself on track. Because I will seriously forget that it's inventory day. I will. I'm that person. But what happens if she loses that journal? It's got all of her important info. Does she have a backup plain Jane journal? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I've always been afraid to start like a paper journal, because I do have those concerns as well for myself, because I already have my journal that has not everything in it, but what I can use it for right now, it's being used for right now. And if I lost it, oof. Oof. Thank you, DB. Are you still using the right screwdriver to screw them up? I have no idea. Good morning, Benzie from Sweden. Wow, you're up early. Or you're up late, one of the two. Regardless, thank you for dropping in with us. We're just talking about crazy shenanigans. I want a Southern Siri, one that says y'all and honey and other Southern phrases, as well as reminding you to drink your sweet tea. Ida! I'd pay for that. I would. I'm not even joking. I would pay for it. I pay good money for it. Yes. I would also pay for a, oh God, why did his name just, probably not family friendly to say it anyways. John probably immediately knows where my brain went, but we're not going to talk about it. Oh, Benzi's at work. Okay. Is that, yeah, that's enough. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. It's not very family. Bless your heart. Yes. Yes. I feel bad that I thank Siri after he does something for me and he never hears it. Mine is a guy. I always say thank you too, because I always tell her to set my alarm, because when I get up in the morning, I make my tea, you know, I do everything with Jack that I need to do, and then I sit down in front of the computer to do my work, and I have certain tasks, and I allow myself to work on those tasks for a certain amount of time. So if you guys could see my alarms, like, really, hold on, let me get here. See those. That's because I tell Siri so much to set my alarms, and I always tell her, you know, set my alarm for an hour, set my alarm for a half hour, set my alarm for 45 minutes. And I always say, I don't want to say it, but I guess I could take it. Siri, set my alarm for an hour from now. And she goes, your alarm is set for 12. And I always say, thank you. No. It's crazy. Hey, for those of you who are watching The Chosen with me, I don't want you to forget that episode 6 comes out on Wednesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you can change Siri's name. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Wow, I thought I had a ton of alarms set. Nope, you have me beat. See, but the thing is they're not all set. I don't ever actually set my alarm. I tell her to set my alarm, and I just have to go in like every week and delete all of the sneak-in alarms that I've set. It's crazy. No, I don't like telling her to set a timer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It also helps me feel like I've been productive when I can see when I have to go back through and delete those. I can see that that I did stuff because they're there. Even if it doesn't feel like, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All of a sudden, your day is just gone, and you feel like you didn't do anything. Like, what did I spend all of that time doing? I can look there and I can see that I was actually productive. I did do stuff, and I know that I did stuff. It just doesn't feel like it's productive to me, and it helps me. Then you're only productive in deleting all those timers. No. No, it shows me that I did stuff. You have a system. Yeah, I do. I know it's a bit of a crazy system, but listen, it works for me somewhat. I mean, somewhat. Call it a deleting game. Oh, that's too much. It's too much. Goodbye, Debbie. Aw, Dee's daughter just bought her favorite smoothie. Good times. If I'm not near my device, I like to yell out, "Hey Maddie, set a timer for X minutes." And then I hear him say, "Hey Siri, set a timer for X minutes." Oh!
6 minutes starting now.
Hey Siri, cancel that timer.
It's cancelled.
Because he's always near his iPad. That's funny. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think we're at... Hey, you know, it's almost time for me to go. And I managed to finish one row. As I tell you guys that it's working up pretty stinking fast. That was Kim and her shenanigans. Talking me into doing something. Because I always used to, because I always used to do things like say, "Hey Alexa, play Bohemian Rhapsody." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then everybody's Alexas would start playing music. So that's Kim with her shenanigans. Uh-huh. Why is voice 1 male and voice 2 female? What? I don't know. I didn't know that that was the case. Waiting to see if it'll still go off. It was an accident, I swear. No, 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 no. No, no. Do not fib. Do not fib. Jesus heard that. Mm-hmm. Jesus heard that. Ah, dang it. John foiled me. He changed Alexa's name on me. Rude. Taking my power away from me. I was waiting for John too. Bummer. We'll have to find a new way to penetrate the household of those Alexa users. Kind of makes me sad on the inside though. It's like my power is gone. Oh well. Fine. Fine. It's just the way that it's gonna be. My nose never itches until I get on camera. Never, ever. It's the craziest thing. Maybe John calls it Steph. That's what it is. We need to find out what he named his Alexis. I is wise to you wascally ways. Yeah. We need to find out what he named his Alexis. If you want to really get people, you have to rickroll them or to something. Yeah. Thankfully, I have earbuds on or mine would go off. Uh-huh. Oh, 5-minute warning. Such a bummer, you guys. Oh. What? Sally. Jarvis. Oh, Jarvis. Jarvis. Oh, Bosley. I have Jarvis for my notifications on my phone. Oh, this is going to be the new game. Try to figure out Samuel L. Jackson voice, so I call it Sam. Really? Does it sash you? Listen, you have to tell me. I know that we have to go soon, but you have to tell me. Does your Alexis sash you? I would like Morgan Freeman too. Oh, I'm waiting. We have this delay. Hello, Jacqueline. It's very sassy. Is it? Oh, that's great. That's hilarious. So funny. Oh, so for those of you who want to catch more of me live, don't forget that me and Jennifer go live on the Good Loops Facebook page on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also catch us in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group if you haven't joined there. The shenanigans can continue on there. What else? Patrons. Behind the scenes stuff over at Patreon/It's Crochet O'Clock. I think that's about it. I'm sure Dee can spam you all with the there you go, with the macros. Dee's got the fancy macros built in. Oh, supposed to be a chain there. That's wonderful news to hear, Jacqueline. Whew. One more minute. It's time to go. I need to just resign myself to I'm not going to finish 2 rows, but I almost got 2 rows done. Almost. Almost. So, there's that. I really like it, and I think once it gets blocked, it'll be really nice for them, and the border really finishes it off. So anywho, if you guys haven't subscribed to Crochet World magazine, you really should. Honest to goodness, you should. There's so many patterns that come in it, and just subscribe. You know, you don't have to go out, you don't have to do any of, you don't have to go into the store, you get a discount on it, you get access to all of the past patterns, all of that good stuff. Seriously, win-win. Digital copies, all of that. It's great. All right, I will see you guys next week if I don't see you tomorrow with the Good Loops Live or in the Facebook group. You guys remember to be kind. Thanks. Bye.